Alright, let's start our first Flash animation, and we're just going to do some frame by frame stuff. Very basic. It'll be very closely related to what you were doing with stop motion, but instead of taking the photos with a camera, you're just going to have a very simple drawing that you're going to manipulate and move across the stage. So we'll again start with the circle, and I'm going to press shift on my keyboard so that I get a perfect circle here. So there we've got a little circle. And we can see that the first frame on our timeline has now turned to gray. It shows us that we've got something there. So I'm going to click on the second frame in the timeline. Okay, we can see there that it's highlighted in blue. Okay, and I'm going to hit F6 on my keyboard to add in another frame of the circle. Okay, so if I scrub here, the circle is in the same spot. Okay, but in the second frame, with that second one selected, I'm just going to move it over just a little bit, and you can see it's onion skinning to show me where the previous circle was. Okay, so it was here, and if I use my onion skin as we pointed out in the intro, I can turn that on, it shows me where the previous circle was. Okay, so we'll turn that back off again, and as I scrub between the two frames, it just moves between where it was and where it is, and that persistence of memory or persistence of vision provides us with that illusion of motion. And I can just continue on here and add in another keyframe. So I'm hitting F6 on my keyboard. It gives me another copy of the circle, and I can just move that a little bit. F6, move over a little bit. F6 and move. F6 and move. F6 and move. And just continuing across the stage. Now I'm speeding up here so that it kind of finishes just a little bit faster. Okay, and then as I scrub, we get that illusion of movement. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just save this file, and we'll call this first for our first animation. And if I hit Command Return on my keyboard, it will create what's called a shockwave file, which is an animation file which you could upload to websites and view with an internet browser. So I'm going to hit Command Return here, and it's creating first.swf. The file that we saved was first.fla for Flash. And so again, SWF is shockwave file. And this is just a little animation based on what we did in the stage inside the program. And it's just looping through. That's why it's coming back to the beginning again. Okay, so we'll stop that. And that's our first animation. So you should give that a try. Just get the circle moving across the stage by adding in frames using F6 and moving it a little bit for each frame.